This is a Honda City.
And this is also a Honda City.
This is the 4-door.
And this is the 5-door.
Which one should you get?
Well, the answer isn't as simple as black and white. Welcome to the garage on Ride By. Today we are doing things a bit different. If you've got your heart set on a Honda City, maybe you're wondering, what's the better car?
Is it the 4-door or is the 5-door? Let's check the stats. If length matters, the 4-door wins. It's 4,580 millimeters long compared to 4,369 for the 5-door. Both share the same wheelbase of 2,600 millimeters.
Both cars are the same width, but the 5-door is the taller car, sitting at 1,488 millimeters tall compared to 1,467 for the 4-door. And that translates to more headroom.
Under the hood, both these cars share the same 1.5-liter inline-4 with dual overhead cams and, of course, VTEC. They're both rated at 119 horsepower and 145 Newton meters of torque.
And we all know that Honda makes some of the best inline-4 engines in the business. And this one likes to rev.
But the standard and only transmission you get is a CVT. Sorry manual fans, the stick shift is long gone.
But that's okay, because you get paddle shifters.
Oh right, you don't get paddle shifters in this base variant. But if you want paddle shifters, you can go for the RS.
Both cars ride on some great suspension. It's just front struts and a rear torsion beam. But Honda's engineers really know how to tune the suspension to make it both engaging and comfortable.
You only get disc brakes up front and drum brakes in the rear. But check this out.
Yes, sports fans, there's no sissy electronic parking brake here. You got a good old-fashioned handbrake, aka the fun stick. There's only one variant for the 5-door and it rolls on 185/55 R16 Yokohama Blue Earth tires. And check out these Berlina black wheels.
For this 4-door S, you get 185/60 R15 tires. They're Dunlop NSAves, but you still get 16s on the V or the RS variants. Better yet, you can shop the Honda Genuine Accessories catalog and get yourself a nice set of wheels and a body kit. Inside is the main difference. You get the same dashboard whether you go for the 4-door or the 5-door. So you get this nice 4.2-inch TFT instrument cluster, an 8-inch touchscreen for your wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and most importantly, an ergonomically perfect driving position. But the 4-door has a fixed rear seat back, so there's no way to access the trunk, which fits 519 liters.
With a 5-door, you can configure the back in several ways. You can fold them or tumble them in several ways to suit your needs, and the maximum cargo volume is 841 liters.
But what about safety? Even in this base S variant, you still get front side airbags, ABS, vehicle stability assist, hill start assist, and emergency stop signals.
Ditto with the 5-door. Plus a reverse camera, speed sensing door locks, and curtain airbag.
And even if this is the base variant, you still get the Honda Sensing Safety Suite. And that includes adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation braking, lane keeping assist and road departure mitigation, lane departure warning, auto high beams, and lead car departure notifications.
And in a worst case scenario, these cars make use of Honda's life-saving G-Con body structure. They may be small cars, but they're built to take a hit. Not that we recommend trying it out. You also get more goodies with the 5-door, like a remote engine start, leather upholstery, and full LED lighting.
You can also get those with the 4-door, but only on the V or the RS, and not this particular S. And though the 5-door looks smaller, it's actually heavier, and that affects performance.
So which city should you pick? The 5-door is priced at $1,199,000, while the 4-door S is priced at $998,000. And even then, the top-of-the-line RS 4-door version is still cheaper than the 5-door at 1,138,000 pesos.
For the most utility and features, we'd actually go for the 5-door. But if you want the best value for money in a lighter, simpler, and cheaper package, the base S is a great choice.